What's going on? It's YFD, your fave demon, and I'm back again. And today we got some stuff to talk about. Straight off the bat, I gotta be honest. I didn't even want to do this response video. It's not my style. I'm not interested in going back and forth and whatnot because he doesn't like my opinion. But I'll make an exception as you're the first person to say something and want a response back. So I'll give you the response back. That's not a problem. But that's all it will be, is you're gonna get one response and that's it. I ain't going back and forth with you. I ain't going back and forth with anybody. We all know the slogan is one and done, and we keep it moving. But Lazar, you've been speaking about me on the last 3 or 4 lives, and then you dedicate basically a whole live to me. All because you didn't like the opinion that I gave on yourself. No problem, fair enough. You don't have to like it. It's my opinion and I stand on it, and I'm still standing on it. But with that being said, let's get into the video.
Bro, that mask must stink by now. You must have put that in the wash a couple times.
Well, actually, for your information, Mr. Lazar, it doesn't stink. And if it did, I'd just put it in the wash like you said. It wouldn't be a big problem, would it? So that comment you made is blatantly just to try and have a dig and try and be rude and whatnot. And fair enough, listen, you're entitled to say what you want to say. Not a problem. But as I said, it doesn't stink, and if it did, I'd just put it in the wash. But since you want to trade a couple insults, but let me tell you what does stink. You see your 2 front teeth that got knocked out your head? What do you stick them in with? Polygrip, Fixodent, something like that? I can guarantee you, I'll place a massive bet on it, that when you take them out at night to go to bed, I bet they stink. With all that smoke, all that grit, all that food that's lodged in the side of it and your stale saliva, I bet that stinks. And see, that's the difference. When I done my opinion about you, I wasn't trying to do all of this and trade insults and all of that. It's not really my style. I'm not really interested in it. But as I said, we'll go back and forth on this one here, and that'll be the end of it. But carry on.
He came out with, I've quit my job for YouTube. Yeah? That's what he said. I quit my job for YouTube.
Well, that's a lie, because we know that you're a liar. So that's another lie, because I never said I quit my job for YouTube. I said I lost my job during the pandemic, which a lot of people did. You wouldn't know nothing about that because you don't have a job. You've never had a job. From my knowledge, from all the stories you've told on YouTube, you don't ever talk about when you had a job. So let's correct that. I lost my job due to COVID and the pandemic, and I decided to start YouTube. Don't see what the big problem is. Also, this is just a few things that I've chopped out from what he's saying, just to highlight how much of a liar that this guy is. And he doesn't know what he's actually saying. He just says things that come to his mind and thinks, yeah, I'll say that, and says it for shock value and for entertainment purposes. So this video is going to be a few things that I've just pulled up just to highlight that he's just talking rubbish like he normally does. And believe me, I could have done a whole hour, another 2-hour feature-length video on him highlighting more stuff that the guy just talks rubbish and he's a liar. But he doesn't deserve that, and we're not going to get drawn out to go back and forth. I know the people wanted to hear my response, so I'm going to give you a little response what you want to see. But then after that, I ain't going back and forth with this guy at all. We're getting back to what we usually do and more things coming, and we keep it moving. But carry on.
I spoke to him behind the scenes.
You spoke to me behind the scenes. You see the way you say that? You say like, I spoke to him behind the scenes. Like we had some big old conversation. No. Let's just tell the truth and show that why we're different. Yeah? I'm going to highlight why we're different. We're not raised the same. But let's explain that. We spoke behind the scenes. No. What happened was, you went missing off YouTube for God knows how long. And I felt bad for you. And if you go and read back in the comments on my video, people are saying I put the nail in your coffin and blah, blah, blah. And that wasn't my intention. As I said in the video, it's not personal about you. So the last thing I wanted was for you to quit YouTube and whatnot. I don't want to be the reason somebody quits YouTube. That's not my intention. So I messaged you and said to you, yo, I hope you ain't quit YouTube or something like that. I can't remember it word for word. I said, I hope you ain't quit YouTube. You're good at what you do, as in you're funny and you got a little banter, which I'm still saying now. You are you're a character. You are a funny character. You got a good way of talking to the camera and whatnot. Just focus your attention a bit more instead of all the silly stuff that you do. That's all I said to you. You then replied back to me with a voice note saying you would spit in my face, you would do this and you would do that and blah, blah. All this tough talk, all this I'm a tough nut, not a civilian talk. Because you know you keep saying you're a civilian. You keep quoting you're a civilian online, but you do different stuff behind the scenes. So you sent me an aggressive voice note. I laughed at you and said to you, I'm laughing at you. Then you started deleting the messages. So I said to you, oh, you're deleting messages now. And you said, quote, your words, yeah, I'm deleting them because you're the type of person that would try and put it out on the internet or whatever it is you said. And I said to you, that's not my style. I don't post messages from people and stuff like that. That's what you do. Because we all know, anybody watching this that watches him as well, we all know that's what you do. You post videos and screenshot messages like you're outing people and all that. My channel's not about outing or exposing anybody. My channel is simply me giving my opinion on situations that people want to know about. That's all it is. So when I saw you deleting it and I said to you, no, I don't do that. That's what you do. I then said to you, I see what type of person you are. You're the type of person that throws a rock and hides his hand, because you'll say something on message and then delete it because you don't want it to come out. Not that I was going to put it out. Now, this is why I say we're raised different, because you yourself, since you're so real, tell the people, how long ago was that? I was under 3,000 subscribers. I think I was just over 2,000 subscribers. I could have used that like what you do and made content about it and videos about it and rid the back out of it like you do with loads of things just to get views and numbers. I never did that because that's not what I'm here to do. And everybody that watches the channel knows that. I'm not here to ride the back out of something and keep going and keep going. Hence why when I made the videos about Dougie and Dean, I asked my channel, because everyone was asking me about the situation. I said, well, I'll give an opinion on them individually because I've done them as a duo. Is that cool? Because you know the slogan's one and done. And everybody said, yeah, that's cool. We want to see it. So that's why I done it. Otherwise, it's one and done. I don't go back and forth. I don't bounce around and all that nonsense that you do and ride the back out of a subject because I got nothing else to do. That's not what I do. That's your style, bro. You keep doing that. You're good at that. You keep doing that. So that was basically the extent of our whole conversation. You talk about people blocking you and unblock you. You blocked me. And that was the last thing you said to me is, oh, I'm going to block you. You've only got 2,000 subscribers. You think you're all that. No, I don't think I'm all that at all. Not at all. I just tried to be sincere and positive towards you to let you know. And I even told you in the message when I first sent it to you, like, don't quit YouTube. It's not personal. It's just my opinion. Now I see what's happened. You've seen the video. People are getting onto you about it. And the video don't show you in a good light. But that's not my fault. That's your fault. I never told you to do the things you do that highlight you as being a donut. You do that. Well, I think I spoke too long on that bit anyway. I'm trying to make sense of it. But either way, carry on.
What's your name, bruv? Where you from?
Yeah, you did ask me that. And I laughed at you because who I am and where I'm from is irrelevant. Who I am and where I'm from doesn't change the message or the narrative in any way, shape or form. Who I am and where I'm from is just for you so you can say something about it. I'm not on here trying to be a tough guy. That's what you do. But carry on.
Like nothing. Shook.
So because we had a conversation on Instagram, you was able to tell that I'm shook. How old are you? You're like a 12-year-old. That's kiddie behavior. You're able to tell I'm shook because you sent me an aggressive voice message on Instagram and I laughed at you. Hey, whatever floats your boat. If that's what you think, then that's what you think. That's not a problem. You can think that. Because your opinion of me doesn't bother me the way my opinion of you clearly bothers you. But carry on.
Another little victim, bruv.
Like you call me a victim. I think you got a cheek. How have you got the audacity to call me a victim or anybody else a victim when Ben made a victim out of you? Ben sat you on your back pockets and made you a victim. Yes, the way Ben done it was wrong. I'm not condoning it. I'm only saying this because you're sitting there calling me a victim when, how can you call me a victim? When, like I said, he made a victim out of you at the press conference. And even after, when you got up, yes, you got violated by Ditchy as well, 100%. Again, I don't condone it. But when you got up from that, your reaction wasn't a reaction that I would have gave. And I'm not being tough or anything like that. I'm just being honest. You looked frail, weak, and scared, which you should do. If you're a civilian and you've just been attacked, no problem in that. But my point is, you can't be going around calling people a victim when you got made to be a victim. And you're trying to capitalize off being a victim right now. All the I feel sorry for Lazar attention that you're getting. But you deserve it because, like I said, you got made a victim out of. But either way, I'm not trying to keep going on about it. I'm just saying, you got made a victim. So I think it's cheeky for you to call someone else a victim with nothing to say why they're a victim. Because I wear a mask. All right, then fair enough. If that's what you think, that's what you think. Because again, your opinion of me doesn't bother me the way my opinion of you bothers you. But carry on.
No one even knows your first name, bro.
And your point is what? Who cares? You're focused on the wrong things, Lazar. Ain't you learnt this throughout your life? Because this clearly seems to be a big problem in your life. You're focused on all the wrong things. But carry on.
Get out of here and that coming on some... Like, you know...
Come on, think of your words. Get it out, mate. It's not that hard. Come on.
Like, thinking he's all intelligent and that.
Well, again, you're wrong again. I don't think I'm intelligent. I don't see how me just giving my opinion on situations that people ask me to give or are interested to hear somehow means I think I'm intelligent. You're confused, mate. You're lost. Clearly, you must think that I'm intelligent for you to come out of a comment like that. So thank you. If you think I'm intelligent, thank you. I don't think I am. I didn't finish school. And that's a fact. So I don't know how intelligent I could be. But carry on.
I'll terrorise you, bruv.
These ain't the words of a civilian. These ain't how a civilian speaks. This isn't how someone who says, I'm a civilian and I'm not a road guy, blah, blah, I'll terrorize you. So are you a bully then? Because only bullies terrorize people. You couldn't terrorize me, to be completely honest with you, in any way, shape or form. But I'm highlighting the fact that, again, you claim you're positive and not a bully and blah, blah, but you're talking about terrorizing people. Again, just another contradiction. You're a contradicting hypocrite, Lazar, on a lot of things that I see. And as I said, I could make a good 2-3 hour video highlighting loads of stuff that you do that would show you in an even worse light. But I wouldn't give you the satisfaction because, as I said, one and done. But carry on.
You know it. That's why you got a mask on.
Yeah, I knew you would terrorize me, so that's why I wore a mask, even though I wore a mask from the very beginning. You're confused again. It's just rubbish that you talk. It's just shock value and, oh, look, I'm Lazar, I'm a tough guy. Like you were saying in your live, like, oh, I'm the sheriff and Mr. I'm big, I run YouTube. Who are you? You're just some guy that makes YouTubes who sits on his sofa with his legs crossed. Like, what kind of grown man sits on a sofa with his legs crossed? Even that's weird to me. But I'm not sitting there digging you out about it. So again, it's just silly comments coming from yourself. As a 39, 40-year-old man, these comments are pretty silly and ridiculous coming from yourself. I would terrorize you and that's why you wear the mask because you know I terrorize. Like, shut up. Talking absolute rubbish. Before you think about terrorizing me, there's a load more people that you need to go and terrorize. But ain't you a civilian? Ain't you a normal guy? And that's what I'm saying. Even that is just a contradiction to what you say. Oh, I'm positive. You're a draw out. You know why you're a draw out? Because you talk all this grease, all this Muhammad I'm hard, Bruce Lee talk and whatnot, knowing that kind of talk will earn you a slap, earn you a dig. And then someone gives you a dig and your first thing is, oh, I'm gonna call police. I'm going to do this. Yeah, okay, you never done it in the end. But that was what you were saying. Well, at first you were saying you're going to have all these people go to Ben's house and blah, blah, blah. Never happened. Realised who you was. Now, then it was, oh, I'm going to call police. I'm well within my rights. I'm not a snitch if I do that. I'm a civilian. And I agree with you. If you're a civilian, that's who the police are there for, to protect civilians. But you can't be going around trying to draw people out then. You're a drawer. You say whatever benefits you. That's the difference between me and you. You will say what benefits you. I don't care what benefits me or what don't benefit me. I'm not a snitch. I'm a civilian. I'm allowed to tell the old Bill. I'm allowed to tell police if someone does something to me. But then in the second breath, you're calling Liam Ditchy snitchy. Like, pick a side. Civilians can't call people a snitch if they're the ones that snitch too. And that's what I mean. You're a hypocrite. You say whatever benefits you. You do whatever benefits you. You're not as real as you claim to be and as honest as you claim to be. But carry on.
All this stuff. And he deleted my comment.
Again, that's another lie. I didn't delete your comment. Go back on the page. You can see it's still there.
I told him I'm going to terrorize you.
You didn't say that. But carry on.
No, what I say? I'm gonna do a breakdown on you.
That's exactly what you said. You commented saying, I'm going to do a breakdown on you. And what did I comment back to you saying? I said, go right ahead. I look forward to it. So again, it's just another lie from you. All you do is lie and make stuff up and talk about you're the realist and you're this. You're a joke. But carry on.
The guy's an idiot, bruv. He's a proper little muppet.
I'm an idiot and a muppet. Why am I an idiot and a muppet? Because there's nothing for you to say why I'm an idiot or a muppet. But fair enough, you can have your opinion on me. But I believe my opinion on that is I'm an idiot and a muppet because my video on you didn't show you in a good light. And you're butthurt about it. You're rattled about it. You don't like it. You don't like someone else having to say. Because as you said yourself, you run YouTube. You're the one that says who people should watch and who shouldn't watch. You ain't got power like that. Relax, calm yourself down, chill out, but carry on.
Hey, what was I see? Ditchy and Ben's Hatchet's missus was all like flirty on Instagram earlier.
Why are you watching them? If you're saying there's no issue with you lot no more, why are you watching them? Unless it's in hopes to find something out. Oh yeah, look, I can use that. You're a joker. But carry on.
Don't know what that was about.
It's not for you to know what it was about because they weren't talking to you. But again, Lazar's there with his phone just like he was in the supermarket when the woman got caught stealing, just like when the other girl in Boots or Specsavers or wherever you was at and started screaming at you, calling you mad names and all that. You're just there with your little phone. Oh, content. Get a grip, man. But carry on.
That would be mad, innit? If old Dirty Ditchy done something there with old Ben's missus.
It wouldn't be mad. It would be a liberty. And it wouldn't be an honourable, manly thing to do, would it? But carry on.
That would be content, but I would cover that, man. Oh, man.
You see what I'm saying? This is the level of you. That would be content, man. I would cover that. Of course you would cover it. Because you got no morals and principles. You would cover anything to bring some traction to your channel. Well, I'm not like that. You can even ask Danny G. He can vouch for this. When he was going through the problem with his missus, I was on the live when that was happening. And ask everybody what I was saying in the chat. I was telling him, come off YouTube and delete it. It's personal. This ain't for YouTube. I ain't covering this. Everyone was saying that's content for you. And loads of people covered it. I didn't cover it. I didn't mention it. I didn't bring it up because that's someone's genuine pain. And Danny G can vouch for that. If you see this video, Danny G, comment in the comment section. He even sent me a comment after thanking me. Because that's the difference between me and you. We're raised different. I wouldn't do that. You would. You would love for Ditchy to try it on with Ben's missus. Because as you just said, oh yeah, I'd cover that. That would be content. You ain't creative in any way, shape or form. You're just a funny idiot. That's all it is. You're just a funny idiot, man. Content. And then look at the little giggle that you had behind it. That little laugh that you got. You're a proper little weirdo. You're a creep. But carry on.
And just because we don't get along, just because I don't want to jump on your YouTube channel, don't mean I hate ya. It just means I don't want to be associated with ya on camera.
Even that there, you're talking about fighting trolls. You don't want to be associated with him on camera. But what? You'd be with him off camera. To me, that shows the type of person you are. A man that will throw a rock and hide his hand. If people can see, oh, I'm on my best behaviour, I won't do that. But if people can't see, oh, it's anything goes. You're a donut, mate. And again, that's the difference between me and you. We're raised different. Because I believe it's not what you do when people are looking, it's what you do when no one's looking, and that's what counts. If you can only be on your best behaviour and do the right thing when people are looking, but you'll cut corners when no one else is looking and no one can't see you, it don't count, in my opinion. And that's how you come across with that comment there. You would be happy to be seen, you'd be happy to do something off camera, but I don't want to be seen with you on camera. But I'm not like that. If I don't message you off camera, I wouldn't message you on camera. And it's as simple as that. And I ain't going to play no more videos. I'm just going to go through a few things that he was saying and answer them. And then that's it. I'm putting this to bed. I won't be responding to you no more because that's what you would love. You would love for me to respond to you and keep responding to you because you got nothing else to talk about. Everybody's getting bored of you talking about this whole Ben Hatchett sitting you on your back pocket situation. No one's interested in hearing that anymore. So you're thinking, oh, what do I do now? Get creative, man. Focus your time into something proper. Give your reactions on things and be a bit more positive the way you do stuff instead of trying to be slimy. So you're in my comment section and you're talking about why have I got handbags up? I'll explain to you. I got handbags up behind me because they're my missus's handbags. They're my partner's handbags. And that's what tends to happen when you're in a relationship. When you have a partner, a boyfriend and girlfriend, a husband and wife, you tend to share a room. So her side is there with the bags and you can't really see it because it's off camera at the minute. But my side's over there. It's only got aftershaves, a drone and some stuff that I bought for YouTube on the shelves. I'm quite a simple person. I don't have a lot of things like that. So that's why I have handbags up. But I wouldn't expect you to understand that because you've been single since your start on YouTube. You ain't had no real love or no one to be with you and spend time with or have a relationship with. So again, I wouldn't get you to understand that. That answers that for you. I also found it hilarious. On your little live, you were so excited thinking you was talking to me in your chat. But you was actually speaking to someone who was just pretending to be me in your chat. Someone that obviously put my image, the Your Fave Demon logo I've got up, and put that up and was typing comments in your comment section. I was watching your live. I weren't commenting because again, it doesn't bother me. I was giggling at a lot of the stuff you were saying. It was funny and comical because I said you're a funny guy. But just because you're funny and comical, it doesn't mean that you're not a liar and a donut. You're still them. You're still them things. So yeah, I found that funny. That you was talking to a fake Your Fave Demon and you was like, oh, look, he's talking. Get a grip. Also, again, you said in a video a couple of weeks back, you wouldn't respond or address or talk to someone you don't know who you're talking to. People in your comments even said, that's a sly dig at Demon. No problem. I got no issue with that. But yet you're here mentioning me on every other live that you make. Then you're dedicating a whole live towards me. Then you speak to multiple people that don't show their face on YouTube and whatnot. And I'm not here to say no names. It is what it is. So again, you just contradict what you say. As I said, you're a walking contradiction, and we was raised different. We're not the same. Another thing you said on one of your lives, you said you don't monetize your channel because if you monetize it and receive money from it, that would make you a benefit cheat because you're on benefits. Fair enough, kudos to you. But yet, in the second breath, you're sitting there getting donations. Do you declare that to your work coach? Because I don't think you do. Also, you're sponsored, ain't you? You keep showing that hat in your video. So, are you receiving sponsorship money? Do you declare that to YouTube? Or is that just another lie? This is what I'm saying. You contradict yourself in every other breath. And I don't know how other people ain't noticing it. So, by getting donations and getting money from sponsorships, plus, you say you're in the crypto market. You say all your money is in crypto, which I think that's rubbish as well. But listen, it's your story. I'll let you tell it. You say you're in the crypto market. Do you declare any gains from that? Because if you don't, then that makes you a benefit cheat. And I'm not saying that because I care or I don't give a damn. I'm just saying it to highlight the fact that it's another lie. You just lie. It's just contradictions and lies. Another reason why I think you ain't got no morals or principles. You get violated at the event, which was a violation, and I still say now you didn't deserve it. You deserved a dig, but you didn't deserve to get a dig the way it happened. And I'm still sticking to that. But you get violated at the event, and then in the next breath, after you finish trying to blackmail them for money, threatening to sue and threatening to go to the police, after you finish with that little episode, you're then saying, if you want to pay me to promote your event, yeah, we can sort something like. Do you think if someone violated me, they could offer me money? You can't buy me. I've had people message me on YouTube, on Instagram, offering to pay me money to make videos about people. I'm not going to say who they are because I'm not trying to bait no one up. But if they don't mind and they want to comment in the comments and tell them what I said. I messaged them back and told them, you can't pay me to make a video about someone. That's not how I get down. I say that behind the scenes. I say it on camera. Again, we're raised different. We're different. You can't violate me and pay. I can't be bought. You can be bought. You say I copy you. I ain't even going to respond to that, to be completely honest with you, because everybody knows watching. It's just more rubbish coming from you. I copy you. And I swear to you, this ain't even being big-headed. You can't do what I do. I couldn't do what I do if you look at my earlier videos. I paid for a course to educate myself to learn the basics of editing. I suggest you do it. But all that copy you talk, behave yourself. As I said, anybody watching knows we are completely different. I ain't saying I'm better than you and I ain't saying I'm worse than you. I just know that we're completely different. Another thing, like, how bad did my video about you bother you? I told you it weren't personal because you're commenting on my comment section at 3 in the morning, 8 in the morning. Like, it's weird. Commenting on someone's page that time in the morning. You need to sort it out, Daniel. It's weird, man. But again, I don't really expect nothing more from someone of your character. People are forgetting that you went to jail for being a racist. Like, that says a lot about you, and you lied about why you was in jail. You said it yourself. You was lying to people while you was in jail about what you was actually in jail for. When you was in jail for racism, because you couldn't afford to pay your train ticket. You was that angry you decided to be racist to the people and threaten a woman in there as well. Allow it, man. Leave me alone. I'm not interested in you. Drop me right out. The same way I'm dropping you out. I ain't going to be making no more videos about you. I'm not interested. This was just to do it because I know the subscribers, the people in the comment section, they wanted to see it. They wanted to hear a response. And you're cheeky. So I thought I'd give you a little response. So yeah, that was it. My opinion is still the same on the Czar. He's a racist up and down yo-yo. Also, ain't one of your children got a child? Don't that make you an actual grandfather? Like, jokes aside, you are a granddad. And you carry on the way you carry on. It's embarrassing, man. It's sad. I would hate to see my grandfather behaving like you on YouTube. No way. And one day, hopefully when I become a grandfather, I won't be on here doing all this. It is what it is. But with that being said, my opinion ain't changed on you. You're still the same person I thought you was when I made the first video. Still think you're funny and whatnot, but you're still a donut. You're still a racist. You're still someone that would do anything for views. You would sell your soul for it. And hey, it is what it is. You do what you gotta do. And I'm doing what I'm doing. So as I said, this is my first and final response to you, Daniel Lazar, living in London. My advice to you is get a hold of it before you lose it. You've got a good momentum going right now for yourself. You're getting the attention and the light on the channel that you need. You've even been getting that more attention and light on your channel than I've got. Before you was getting all of this sympathy attention. But you're getting it crazier now, and you're only gonna lose it if you don't fix up. So sort yourself out, man. Fix it up, get serious, take it serious. Get creative and do a better job than what you're doing. I ain't got no more to say on this matter or this situation. It is what it is. More videos coming tomorrow, everybody. Super love. I hope you all have a great weekend. It's YFD, your fave demon, and I'm out. I'll see you lot on the next one.